everybody. We are going to talk about the movie Underwater. It's a 2000, I'm having issues already, and this is my first review. 2020 movie. IMDb gives it a 5.9 out of 10. You can rent it on Prime for $5.99 or Vudu for $5.99, and you can buy it for $14.99. I rented it on Vudu. A crew of underwater researchers must scramble to safety after earthquake devastates their subterranean laboratory. I'm having issues talking already. This is going to be fun. And about 5 minutes of the beginning is basically 5 minutes of, because Kristen Stewart's in this movie, and I'm not a huge fan of hers. But yeah, the beginning is basically 5 minutes of Kristen Stewart brushing her teeth in a sports bra before the earthquake. Ain't even lying. And I wasn't too excited about how it started. You know, it's just basically, that's all it is. Her standing there, brushing her teeth, and then she's debating about killing a spider in the sink, and then the earthquake happens. Yeah. Now, it's been a little bit, so some things might come to me because that's why I write my notes, and some things might come to me as I mention this. TJ Miller is in this. He's Deadpool's friend. He is also in Cloverfield. He was the camera guy. And he is obsessed with the stuffed bunny. Don't know why. He's obsessed with the little stuffed bunny. There's a really strange underwater creature. And they did keep up the pace of constant stuff happening. The main focus seems to be only on Stewart's character. That's one thing I really didn't like about this. They didn't really build any of the other characters up. So if something happens to one of the characters, you don't really feel for them. And that's one thing I didn't really like about this movie. It's like, you don't really get to know any of these other characters. It's basically just focused on Kristen Stewart. And then after I typed that, I put Stewart is now running around in a bikini, but the other girl has a shirt, because it was another woman in the movie. And I put on there too much focus on one character. You don't feel for the others. Has tension, but wasn't too impressed. Was excited for an underwater movie. I love these types of movies. Excuse me. Definitely not a favorite for me. The CGI monsters was okay. They're almost Lovecraftian type movie, or type creatures. At least the mama creature, I'll call it. I give this a 4 out of 10. There's way too much focus on just Stewart. Yeah, sorry, that was my phone. I forgot to put it on silent. That was my Negan whistle. There was just way too much focus, I think, my personal opinion, way too much focus on just the Stewart character. That's not her name in the movie. I forgot what her name was in the movie, and I didn't type it down. I just wrote Stewart, Kristen Stewart. I think if they would have expanded a little bit more on the characters and made you feel a little bit more for the other characters, I think it would have been a little bit better. But they basically didn't want to do any character development except for Stewart. And yeah, the tension's pretty good. The action's really good. The monsters are, they're not bad for CGI. But I don't know. It's just like, if something happens to, like, Joe Blow, I'll say, you don't really care because you don't know much about them. And this is way too much focus. This, like I said, this is just my personal opinion. There are people giving it better reviews, but I'm not too far off from IMDb's rating. They give it a 5.9. I give it a 4. I think I would have given it a higher rating because I really love underwater films. So if they would have had a little bit more character development and you're a little bit more concerned about the other characters, I think this would have been a really well done movie. But they didn't really care about the other characters, and That's just my personal opinion. That's the take that I got the first and only time that I've watched this movie. But like I said, right now it is on Prime and Vudu to rent for $5.99, or you could buy it for $14.99. I mean, it could possibly be a movie that you would want to see again. I don't know if I'd per se see it again, and it really bums me out. I was really looking forward to this because I love anything that has to do with the ocean and movies like that. And I'm shark obsessed, obviously, and especially if it's a shark movie, I'm all in. But this was just underwater movie. I really love those creature features, love them. But as soon as I seen Kristen Stewart, that might have been part of my thing too. As soon as I seen Kristen Stewart in the preview, I wasn't super psyched to see this movie, but I watched it anyway, gave it a chance. I will say it does have tension, does have action. Excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. Brought my Pepsi up here. But it's just, they just don't really care about the characters all that much, my opinion. So, definitely check it out. Give your own opinion. Alright, metal truck's driving away. But, yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, you might like it. This was okay. It was not my favorite. It's just okay. That's my opinion. So, definitely. That's going to be the end of that one, and we'll go on to the next. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and see you next time.